Just arrived. A bucket full of bait, I mean. Just heading down onto. Short cars locked. Just heading down onto the beach. First mark, see that. So was that Miles? So we're here anyway, just chasing tide down. Got 2 rods out, you can see 2 lights. Got here a bit early. Might as well get a running water though, it is gushing out. You can see much. I'm sure you'll know where I am. So, slowly get set up, get a baiting water while we're here. While your lights in water, you might chance to catch a fish, as simple as that. So, let's see how we get on tonight. Some nice worms, squid, scad. Just hoping to get plenty of fish out really. That's why I've made the trip here. Really let it tide and that's a rockling, isn't it? Got a rockling for Martin. First chuck, very early. He did give a bit of a bite that, didn't he? Yeah, not a bad start. At least you're off mark, mate. At least you're off mark. Right, we're fishing. I ain't got much light guys tonight. I've got some, it will improve as I go forward. Try and save back to that. Both rods out, see 2 lights. We've got Martin to right of me. We've got Jay to left of me just here. That light there you can see. On right hand rod I've got a 2 flapper rig, them T-knots. Squid scad on both hooks I think. No, squid on bottom one, cocktail squid and scad on top. Left hand rod, little pulley rig. 3 hooks. Slabby squid and scad, not too good though. Get the ray out. Plenty of fish at least, so we'll see how we get on. Right, so obviously Martin's had a really good start to the session. He's had 4 fish now, 2 whiting, 1 dab and a rockling. I've had a couple of juddery bites, but I haven't connected to anything. I've got fairly biggish hooks I suppose, on my flapper rig if you like, 2.0, but big enough for whiting, rays and doggies aren't they really. I'm fishing purely with slightly bigger hooks on my flapper rig. Just in case we do hook a ray, you know, that's what I want off this mark tonight. 7:15 now, lows at 9:45, so we've got ages. You know, it's ebbing off, it's just starting to slope down a bit. We'll see how we get on. Can't really, with sea fishing, you can't expect the same from 2 sessions. The tides point 1 of a metre smaller, but you know, I can't remember whether they were but I think last time the sides were getting smaller, so you never know, do you? Different conditions, there's been some frosts and stuff, and the water temperature will be down, so. Oh. I've just had a bit of a click. I've started putting my reeling run on here because last time, one at Rays nearly took my rod in. It was the only one that registered a bite. I'm just going to time that up, looks like a doggy bite. Put like a nice squid and scad cocktail on. See if that materialises into anything or not. Try my best with lighting. It's something I was going to look to improve. Like for sessions like this one. I'm going to try and get a couple of lights I think for next year. So yeah, I'm going to pour myself a cuppa. And hopefully me and Jay will get off at mark in a minute. I'm going to have to move forward as well, but I'm going to have a cuppa first, so see how we get on. I've got now on the flapper rig, I've got lug squid on bottom, small lug squid cocktail on bottom hook, and scad squid on top, quite a chunky-ish bait for a 2.0. And then I've got scad squid wrap on pulley rig. We'll see how we get on. Fingers crossed again, as always. We always say that on this channel. Fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. Come on. Right, finally off at mark. We're whiting. Cut back. Double shot, whiting on top hook, dab on bottom, cut back, try and get something else.
Phone die as well.
Finally off at mark. Line whiting. Nice one, Jake.
Don't know.
Right, bit of an update. A bit of time's gone past. It's just kicked off. We're having whiting dabs nearly every chuck. I haven't filmed every single thing. I don't see the point. Everybody knows what a whiting dab looks like. No rays yet. I've had a bit of a problem with my multipliers again. I think I need to give them a good service. So yeah, it's not been a bad session now. We know we've had a few fish, so we can keep it going. No word of a lie, I've just caught a sand eel on my pennel rig. So I'm going to get that sent out. I'm going to make probably 2 baits out of that, wrap some squid around it, send it out for the old Raymundos. Fresh bait, get in. Marty's got another to look up. It's had about 30 odd fish now, I'd say. Mixture of dabs, flounders and whiting. Nice one, Marty, mate. Hey?
Crazy.
Yeah. He can't keep his rods in water. Fair play, isn't it? Good lad. Right, so we're back down to the last 15 minutes. Martin's had a cracking session, he must have 40 fish. Mixture of dab, whiting, flounder, rockling. I did put that sand eel back out with some squid wrapped around it for rays. Didn't get a bite on it. I had a bit of a mare. I've had 2 flare-ups with the multiplier. I've had 1 crack off, which Martin managed to retrieve my rig somehow, went over his line, and then I've had a flare-up as well. I've had to go on both rods on fixed spools, but I'm going to sort one of my multipliers out and go to the next mark. So I'm going to cut out or something. It's been an enjoyable session, but at least we've been getting rattles. We've struggled lately just to catch fish.
Don't forget my 6 cod in there.
He's had a few whiting and dabs and he was moaning one on camera. Got last big baits out. I put a full squid on. So I'm trying smaller baits and just not getting any joy, so I just put a full squid on. Tide's probably just about turned to come in, so yeah. See how we get on like with these last 15 minutes, and flapper rigs are reeled in, like I say. We're going to move marks, so see how we get on. Right, on to mark number 2, guys. It's a dark one. Jay's there. Martin's down there, might be able to hear a bit of music in the background. Just cast the rods in, got black and squid on both. That's all you need is black and squid. Worms are excellent, fresh as anything, still alive, which is good. Got them off a private digger, so can't complain. And yeah, off Facebook, top job. I've only caught whiting on them at the first mark, but obviously we're hoping it does a cod or 2. Put extra long leaders on for off here because we're on like a, well, it's like a dock, I suppose. It's a bit fucking swollen. It's a bit hair raising looking down there. Oh, we'll see how we get on. Like, I'm going to give it till 6 in the morning, I think, and then see what we decide to do from there. Or 5 in the morning. I think our tide's about 3ish, so see how we get on. Alright guys, it's a wet one. It's quite bad. Let's just go over here to get this on the camera. This will look light to me. Give us a sec. It really is raining badly. So filming is going to be a bit restricted. It's been restricted because we've been dark. So yeah, if we don't catch out, I won't be any filming, unfortunately. See how we get on. Fingers crossed. We're blanking at a minute, guys. Got 3 rods out. One way tilt flapper rig, one way pulley rig, and one way running ledger rig. So, black lug and squid mainly. Frustrating. It's finally stopped raining. So, we may head back to Mark 1 for the next low tide. We will see. This has been dire though so far. We've got a horrendous current ripping to right. We've had a couple of dainty bites, but not connected to anything. So we will keep at it. Right, in the car, we're going to go back to the first mark. We're blank there. Had a couple of dainty bites. No good, unfortunately, tonight. We're getting a lot of weed coming down river, so we're going to go back to the first mark. Hopefully grab an hour's sleep on the way back as well, because I've all been up about bloody 24 hours nearly. So hopefully we'll be able to get some better filming done, because it should be getting light during the session as well, so we'll have a go at that. So we'll see you at the next mark. Right, it's morning, just getting light. We've got half west-south-west wind on our backs. Both rods out. I've got a pulley rig on, 3 panel pulley rig on the left hand of the scadding squid. Right hand I've got 2 clip down with squid and black lug. So see how we go. Might as well go with the fish out at least. That's what we're thinking, so we'll see what happens. So Martin's out there, Jay here. Martin's had about half a dozen fish out already. Flapper rig. I haven't had anything yet. Jay hasn't had anything yet. Jay's got 2 flapper rigs on, 2 flapper rigs, I've got 1 on. It's a lovely morning. It's 8 o'clock. No time's at 10. So, dealing with every time he casts in. It's a treble shot all the time. Let's run up to him. What did you get them on, squid? Did you get them on squid?
Yeah.
Is that all you're using then?
Squid and black.
Black, squid and black. Oh, it does work, does it, for something? 3 dabbies, diddly dabs. Nice one, mate. Someone's catching fish. Hey, I'm in. Diddly dab. A little bit of squid. No elastic. It's nicked on. We'll see if we get some more out now. I'm going to try and light this fish effectively without using bait elastic. I think it's the quickest way of getting fish out of this mark, small fish anyway. We'll see how we get on. So the plan is at the minute, rod on the right, it's got a decent sized piece of squid and scad on. That's just the right. And the rod on the left, pen rod, pen tidal with sensitive. I'm got 2 flapper rig on that. I'm going to try and keep changing the baits quite regularly, without using elastic, just to keep things going quickly. So we'll see if it makes a difference to the amount of fish we catch. Just not messing about as much wrapping stuff, etc. It's not always worth wrapping baits on small baits. Just sticking it on the hook can be quite effective, especially squid or fish for it. Perfect for it, really. So we'll see how we get on, like I say. I'm just going to ignore this bad center of the right. Great bait. Got a bit of run on it. Yep, wait. Just in case. Let's see how we get on. Well, the method's working. I just nicked a bit of black and squid on the bottom hook, and I've caught the most ugly spider guys. It's a right scrawny thing. Let's have a look at it. Oh, does it? surprised it managed to get that hook into it. It just shows you, doesn't it? Well, I suppose if a sandeel can, any fish can. Now, I've got one left of him, he's got a double look up, he's just putting them back. So what's on his rig? So, yeah, it's a fish ashore. So we'll see how we get it up for this race. I'm hoping, I really am. It's got a PB whiting. Wind's eased. We've got a lovely sun. It's a nice morning. Really is. Marty's still just reeling fishing after fishing. We're getting odd fish here and there. We're into double figures, I'd imagine. Well into double figures. Martin's probably done another 40 fish or something. But he's enjoying himself down there. That's the main thing. Yeah, got an hour and a half left, so let's see what happens, isn't it? Yeah, we're still at it with these fish. Double hook up, whiting and a dab.
No.
Right, we're back. We just got back into Doncaster. We've just dropped Martin off. Really enjoyed that, to be honest with you. We have struggled a bit in the last few sort of sessions, other than the race session that we last had at Perch Rock. But it's better catching fish than it is standing about blanking like we were doing on the Umber the other two sessions. Now, I don't know why we haven't had any cod out. I don't know. Out of all the sessions we've had so far.
Plenty of little things, though,
yeah, we've caught plenty of little things. Stick to positive, you know, it's time of year and all that. We can put excuses in. We went out our way and we did get some really quality worm now, and we had some really quality squid. I think it did show that with the amount of dabs and stuff that we caught. I know sometimes dabs aren't very fussy, but when we fished that mark previously, we didn't have as many dabs as that. Now, it's just, maybe we're just overthinking a few things. Just let things be as they are and just wait for that session where we catch something pretty decent again, you know. Well, that's bringing fishing to a close really for 2022 for us. We've not had a bad old year. I think next year we'll probably get more PBs and stuff because we're going to do a species hunt. It was good. This session was good for testing some rigs out, and all rigs that we blanked on the Umber. When we were blanking on the Umber, I kept tweaking the rigs and stuff, and I've tried all sorts of rigs on the Mersey, and I've been catching fish on them all. So it's definitely not the rigs that were an issue or anything like that. It must just be a case of the fish not being there. If the fish aren't there, you can't catch them. It's simple as that, isn't it? If your line's not in the place where the fish are, you're not going to catch them. It's simple as that. It's not rocket science, is it? You know. I mean, today what we did today, we both sort of did similar to what Martin were doing. We just didn't bother with any elastic on the flapper rigs, and just put little strips of squid, bits of worm on. You know what? It fished far more productively and quickly, and we caught more fish. Presentation of baits might have not been perfect or anything like that in terms of how you'd want them to look neat, you know, if you're a bit OCD-ish. But the thing about it is, I'm pretty sure the fish don't care. So happy with the session.
I chucked one of my rigs out after I'd had the two up.
I did. I were doing that.
I had a double hook up and I chucked it back out with the same bait and still caught
I
fish.
did as well. Yeah, because literally the fish were opening on baits, weren't they, after 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
It wasn't worth rebaiting your thing. I kept occasionally just putting an extra strip of squid on or something, slither of squid on.
Yeah, I did that as well. Just topped it off.
Just topped it up. You know, you don't have to fish to the book. Well, what people's book is, you know. Fish don't go around looking for a wrapper squid and black wrapped together like a sausage, do they? That's just a neat way of putting it on a hook, isn't it? So you can expose your hook points. But it's not always necessary. I've only recently started using bait elastic in large quantities, probably in the last 2 years. Pretty much a lot of the time when I went fishing, I didn't always use bait elastic, and my catch rate was still consistent. It's not it was just something to think about. Martin's absolutely smashed it. I reckon he's had about 80 fish out over 2 sessions. Obviously we're blanked on the mark fish in the middle of the night, but me and Jay have probably maybe had pushing 50 between us, so it's not bad. That is 130 fish between us. It's quite all right, really, isn't it? We've hammered it today. We had a far better session today. We absolutely hammered it. Most of the time you had at least 1 or 2 fish on when you reeled in.
I just had 2 flappers on non-stop, wasn't I? At one point.
And it's nice just to fish like that. It keeps you busy. You soon warm up and stuff, don't you?
It's not nice when you try and have a beer and a fag.
I know. It's not, is it? We had when we pulled into the car park this morning from when we'd moved from one mark to another, we just thought we'd have a quick an hour sleep in car, and I was just about to nod off, and some lights appeared at the side of the car, and it went please. I don't know what I expected to find. All our windows were steamed up because there were three grown men asleep in the car or whatever.
God knows what they were expecting to find.
They were quite...
as soon as they realised fishing...
Yeah, they were quite alright, really, weren't they? He just said, oh, yeah, no worries, just keep safe, blah, blah, blah. Because obviously there's been a few things go off around that area, haven't there? And there were some people messing about in the car park last night. But yeah, that's it for 2022. Happy with the session. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks to all subscribers, all the support throughout the year. If you've got any comments on the video or any opinions about anything that I've just said, or or marks we've fished, if you've got any opinions about them. I haven't actually said one of the marks. I've just given away the one we fished twice, but I think it's fairly obvious where we fished because everybody knows that mark.
You don't have to see video, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll just see what happens then now. I want to get back to Wales at some point. We'll just take it from there. I'm looking forward to the new year. So happy New Year, everybody! From me,
Happy New Year.
Me, Jay, and Martin. We've dropped him off, but I'm sure he's looking forward to the new year himself and stuff. So yeah, nice one. So we will see you in 2023.